Good evening, everyone. Well, this was a bit impromptu, but why not? Why not? So I was actually going through some old stuff today, and I came across a cute little card that I made many years ago, and I'm going to try to replicate it. And it's got a little hidden compartment to it. So um, we'll hop on. We'll go down to the desktop. I'll just get my, and I will be measuring as I go because, like I said, it's been a long time, and I really don't. I'll have to just wing it tonight. So the card that I'm going to do is quite straightforward, and at the end I will show you the little hidden area that we have. Hi, Donna. How are you this evening? Thank you for joining me. I actually didn't put up a post schedule until probably half an hour ago. So it's lovely to see you here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to the desktop first. And if you want to follow along with the instructions, then I will try and give you. The front of the card's a bit awkward because of the sizing, but I will endeavour to show you what I did. Alrighty, let's go down to the camera, down to here. Excellent. So, do you want to sit? Oh, I don't want to show you the card because the one that I can show you. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you this part. So what we're doing is, and like, excuse the paper, but yeah. Oh, okay, Donna. Yeah, I sort of, Sundays, that's one of those nights where will I or won't I? And yeah, tonight, I thought, well, yeah, why not? So this is obviously the undecorated card. I'm not going to show you the decorated one because it's very old and it's very like, yes, no. So this is the card. Okay, so it opens like this, and this is what we have inside. Now, this card has a secret panel to it. So it's just a normal card, and yet in here is a secret panel. So if I close that up and I go like that, we can open up the center panel and put messages, secret messages. Okay, so it's very simple to make. It is very simple to make. However, it's just a bit different. Okay, so I'm going to start with so the card stock was, it was basically 21.5, and the measurement down was well, it's actually straight across. It's a sheet of A4, and it's in half. So let's do a quick fold on that so that I get an idea of, because I know that I think it's right. So I'm going to cut at 15. Let's cut at 15 centimeters. Let's do it like that. All right. So straight across. It is interesting, and it's quite cool actually. So I've just cut a piece of A4 in half, okay, and then I'm going to fold that in half again, and that's our starting point. Bone folder required. Everything's a mess. I haven't tidied the desk from Friday yet. We've got a house inspection on Tuesday, so everything's been everything's been focused around getting ready for that. So we've got our card folded in half. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to fold each of the flaps back on itself. Okay, so we'll do that again. Just trying to work it out. It's going to go that way. So we'll fold it into there, into the middle, that way. And that gives us the front of our card, which just opens like that. Okay, so that's what we've got, and it could do with being a tiny bit straighter, to be quite honest with you. Let me do that. All right, so there's our card. That's all we want. Basically the M card, if you like. So we've got the M shape. So that is what we're starting with. Now, what we're going to do now is on these inside pieces, we're going to measure down at 3 centimeter increments. Okay, so, and yes, back then I used to work in 3 centimeter increments. So in centimeters. So we've got 3, 6, 9, and 12. And then we'll do the same this side. So we'll go at 3, 6, 9, and 12. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut. Oh, I better do this side as well, sorry. So again, the 3, the 6, the 9, and the 12. So we're going to cut. And hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Roz. How are you this evening? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut. I've got to get this bit right. So, so we're going to cut across this one here. Oh, one of those isn't 3 centimeters. Which one? This one. So we're going to cut across here. And so that made all of those out, didn't it? I'll go back there, 3, 6, 9. Oh, those are all right. And then we're going to cut across here. I'm just doing this. I can rub it out afterwards. So there. And there. And we're going to do the same this side, okay? But we're going to cut the opposite ones. Well, no, actually we're not. We're going to cut. When we cut, this is what I was saying. So let me take these out. We're just going to cut straight across that middle section, okay, like that. So right the way across. So I just did that so that I could see it in the, once it's in here. So I'll do this, and then I will rub out any, the trouble is it's awkward to start the cutting in on there. So let me see, how's the best way to do it? Let's stand up for one thing and come in, and I don't have centimeters on there, do I? So it's going to be approximately 2 inches. So I've come in there. I just need to make sure it's on the right line. Which that isn't. So I need to pop it onto. Sorry, I'm going to have to do it this way because I don't have. Let's hope that that's about right there. And we're going to cut that right across to there. And let's see how we went with that. Oh, perfect. Now we'll do the same. Now that we have one, we should be able to see again. That should be about right. So we're going to start here and we're going to go down to here. And then we'll do the same again. Just going to put the ruler on there. And pull that back to the ruler. We'll do through there. And the last one. Just get that line in the right place. So because well, that looks like it there. So we might, oh, well, it did. Let's go back and do that again. So we want it across there, which is putting that in the channel. Which is there. And fingers crossed. So we're going from that line. Can't see it now. Through to there, I think. All right, so that gives us yeah, I probably could. There's always an easy way to do it. Like I said, this was very impromptu today. So, and I'm using a very old pattern that I had years ago. I didn't think that quick, Elizabeth. Hi, Lynn. How are you? All right, so we've now got that cut and we've got it cut through that center part. Okay, so now we are going to cut. I've decided to use petunia pop with this. And what I need to do is cut 2 strips, which are 5 centimeters by 15 centimeters. And I probably won't get them both out of this. Of course you won't, Ray, because it's not a full piece. Do it this way. Right, we'll do it this way. 5 centimeters by 15 centimeters. So that is going to give us our two pieces that fit down through the center. Okay, so we'll have one that goes like that, and then we'll have one that goes sorry, it starts underneath there, under there, and we just thread it through. But I'm going to put a little bit of designer series paper on there just to beef it up a little bit. Okay, so that is basically the outside of the card, like that. That's what we're going to have. So now I can cut some designer series paper. And where did I write that? I think I wrote it on the back of here. So I think it was 4.5 centimeters. Hi, Marlene. How are you? And Kerry, good to see you. So 4.5 centimeters. By 14.5 centimeters. And I'll just check this. So for going on the outside of our card, I have that. And then I also want probably the same just to go in there. So another 2 pieces the same. Actually, no, let's leave those plain. We'll leave those plain. But what I'll do is I'll cut the same again, which will give us this going sideways. Or I can cut it the other way. Do we want it going down or do we want... Let's have it going down. So we're going to have 4.5 by 14.5. There won't be enough there. We'll go, oops. It's because I'm used to working in inches, isn't it? 4.5. I always used to work in centimeters, and now I work in inches. So let's move that out of the way. Let me... This could be what it is it? Hi, Cherie. Lovely to see you. Thank you all so much for joining me. Okay, so what was up? Now we're going to go 14.5 this way. So we'll do that. So we've got those for the inside and we have these for the outside. So the paper that I'm using is actually, it is called Cute as Can Be, and it's the one that has the bees and what have you on it. And if I'd have had a bit more time, I probably would have just fussy cut some bees for the front, but guess what, I didn't. So there you go. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Good to see you. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is just stick these. Those ones are going onto there like that. So I'm just going to pop those on there just to give it a bit more. In the end, I'll show you, if you like, what my old pattern one was like. I don't know why I twisted that upside down then. Does anyone else do that? There's no need. Okay, so we've got that piece. And we'll have this piece. You love that DSP. I do too. And these little tiny flowers are so cute. And it was really helpful today because I had no clue what colors I wanted to use. Like I said, this was all very, very impromptu. So those are the two bits that are going to go on the inside, but these two are going to sit on the outside. So we'll just do that. Hi, Rose. How are you today? Good to see you, or this evening, I should say. Oops. So I'll put this one in the center of here. It's all right, I probably have to turn all that in the other way now, but never mind. And this one just in the center of here. I am very well, thank you very much. So we've got that going like that, and then we've got these pieces. So like we said, we're going to go in, out, in, and out. Now you've got plenty of room to do it. It doesn't, you know, because, and then you've got it going, says she, you've got plenty of room to do it. There we go. So that gives us our little inside part, and we have the outside. Hi, Siobhan. How good to see you. Thank you for joining me. All right. So that's it. That is what we've got so far. Now, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, there is a hidden panel, and I'm sure some of you may have done it before at some stage. So the hidden part is when you put that together like that, you can actually pull it apart in the middle. So you do have to be careful what you do for decoration on here, because, you know, otherwise it's going to sort of like stick out like this, which I suppose wouldn't matter, but I'm not sure how it would go with the, actually what I should do, and there's a thing, let me cut, just had a thought, so that it looks much better when we turn it inside out. So what did I do these at? 4.5 by 14.5. Let's do another one of those. So we're on the fly tonight, people, because I just decided, yep, let's do it. Let's take these out now and put one of these on the backs so that when we open it, we've actually got something pretty. Okay, right way up here. Now, I remember when I did this, oh gosh, look, it was back when I had the shop, and so many years ago. Okay, so now what we can do, because we've got that way, we will do this way, which is that, and then we'll put this one in this way. Which is like that. So that when we open it now, oh, good to know that you've been relaxing, Cherie. We've got a house inspection on Tuesday, so relaxing wasn't on the menu today. We had to have a quick quick scurry around as you do, and do all the bits that you don't do every day. So now we have that, we open it to that, we fold it, and then we can open it to that. How does that look? That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Okay, let's do a little bit of decorating on the front because we can't have it bare. I'll just put that down again like that. Now, I thought what I might do is put one there, with that one in the middle, and then the same again the other side. And then I'll do some decoration, and guess what? Easy decoration, and it sort of matches in with what we've got here. So on the front, we can, and I'm going to do those two flat, and then I'll lift that one up. All right, so let's do that. Oh, cooling off in the pool. Oh, lovely. Okay. No, it's not fun having house inspections at all. So I'm just eyeballing this. So I'm just going to pop this one here. And then I'll put the next one down. So these were cut with them. Oh dear, I've got a mind blank. It's funny, I said to my husband, I said, I'm going to do a live. I said, I'll do it at 7:30. He said, okay. He said, we'll just have a quick tea tonight. He said, I'll put sausage rolls in. So he put them in, and I was just about to come on, and he goes, but the sausage rolls are ready. I said, that's fine. I said, I'll have mine afterwards. It started off that we were going to have ribs tonight. But no, not now. So this is just for a little bit of decoration on the front. And then let me have a look. Let's put a few. Maybe I should decorate that before I start putting it up on. It'll be easier, I think. So I had to quickly also cut the washi tape pieces from the Extraordinary Flora. And I've got a mark on that. There we go. Because I had all that colour and I didn't have any of the purple. So I will cut those so that I've got those ready, and then later on I'll cut another couple of the purple so that I actually have. Now, I thought maybe one of those down there and one up there because they match. And not sure about the middles yet, but anyway, we'll can we put two different ones? Will that work? Otherwise, I've got to cut another one. No, that one's not going to go there. That one's not going to go there. Let's do. We can just do one of these, and then we can put some greenery behind it. And I can get some more greenery out because the greenery doesn't really matter which set it comes from, does it? Something like, yeah, I think that'll do. I'd like to do those, but I don't think I have another one. It's the other colour. So no, we'll just leave it. So let me just fiddle with these two for a minute. I'll just leave those two there. Don't want those. So I will do one of those and one of those, and we'll have some green stuffs. I think I do have some of those though. Let's have a look, see. You don't realise how different the colourings are until you actually have a look at it. So what have we got? You see, I've got more of those. And some of those. And I do believe that I only have the little flowers with the, oh no, there's a couple of bigger ones there. Oh, it could be my lucky night. Look at that. We'll fit some of those on with some, just grab a bit more of the greenery stuff. I was tempted to use the other color, but I knew it wouldn't go. So, oh, bye, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining me. Good night. Sleep well. Okay. Right. So I'm just going to muck around now and put some of these little flowers on with dimensionals, maybe minis. Let's have a look. I'm only going to pop one on. I mean, this decorating part of it is basic, isn't it, really? This one, yeah, I might put a little one on there too. You can't see that, okay? I moved my my desk earlier to vacuum the floor. Poor vacuum cleaner nearly had a heart attack. I mean, my goodness, there's so much on this floor in here when I'm finished. And I thought maybe one of those, let's put one of those down in there. Oops, let's not soak it with. So we can put one of those down in there. It'll look nice. And maybe we've got two of these little flowers. No, that's going to be too much. So let's put perhaps another piece like that. Who else loves these? I absolutely love these. How many of those have I got? Only one. Now I really need another flower on there because I can't do two. I just can't do two. Thought my husband was talking to me for a minute. Then I heard him say, "Do you want to go out?" He's talking to the dog. Pop another one on there. Okay, so we've got that for there. We'll do the same thing the other side. So I want two big flowers, one little flower. One, two, and a little one. And I'll do a similar sort of pattern. Put one there. It's been crazy here. I hate house inspections. I really do. So I'm going to pop that one underneath. Now, what did I use? One of these. Sitting in there, that'll be fine. The RSL was sounding good. What are we? They are versatile, aren't they? The RSL was sounding good. What was that, Cherie? Oh, for going out. I'm with you. I'm thinking, what? That's hilarious. Oh, dear. I'll tell him. He's probably listening anyway. He doesn't really listen, but Sometimes you'll hear something that I've said. Just pop that down. This one shows up better than the other one does, but that's okay. All right, so we'll pop those on there in a minute. These I'm going to, I'm just going to put those down flat on there because I don't want it to have too much sticking up. So I'm going to put, that one's going there. How about I change it up a little bit and put that one like that and that one like that. Are they the same? One's a bit smaller. They're similar. It'll work. And that one like that. Now these I will pop. Oh, we haven't done anything on them. What should we do on those? We could just put something like that. We'll think about it. Let me think about it. Okay, these I'm just going to pop up onto dimensionals. Now, when I made this years ago, I was obviously practicing my poetry, and I'll tell you in a minute what I'd written, and I must have put them inside the cards when I did it. I can't remember, but I made myself giggle over what I'd written. Surprising what you do. Well, that's true. Very true. This is Maryborough. We can go to the services club, but yeah, that's about it for us. Let me eyeball that into there. We sometimes go, oh, there's the cricket club. We sometimes go to the services club for trivia on a Thursday night, but we not very often. We actually prefer the cricket club for that. Probably a bit of overkill with this, but never mind. They're not going to come off in a hurry. So we'll pop that straight, that one in there like that. And then what do we think? Just pop one of those on each of those. At least it's the same, so we can do that. You've probably got more choice in the beige, Cherie. I don't know. Yeah, we'll pop that one that way. And we'll pop. Now, you could, if you were anybody but me, you could have saved these two and put a greeting on it. But I think I would probably either put some different color down on the inside or put the same as this with a white over it so that that's where you could do your, you know, do your writing, what you wanted to do. You've really not been there. Oh, dear. Yeah, so that's what we've got. I might just cut. Let me think. I might cut a piece of the petunia pop, put down the sides. So let me go 4.5 by 14.5 twice. I think I might pop those down in there, and then I will use some white. Let's find a piece of white that should do it. So we'll do this at 4 by 14. Hopefully that'll work. Sunday nights are not good measuring nights. Oh dear. I lived in the Bay for about 6 months. That was quite a number of years ago. What did I do that one by? 14. Before we bought our house, we actually bought a house here in Maryborough. Long story as to why we don't have one now, but it was all to do with my husband's work at the time. So we can pop that on there and that on there. So what would we say? Let me think. What would we say on this? You know, I probably would do something. So this is the stupid little saying that I wrote that would go in it. To friendship. The door to friendship is open wide. There's a special message locked inside. To see your message, you'll need to find the secret panel it's hiding behind. Okay, and then on the inside, when they actually found the secret panel, it was, yay, you found it, hip, hip, hooray. Here's wishing you a very happy birthday. So there, the tourist strip. Oh dear. That's my phone having a connection. I'm just going to pop that in there. For those of you that know, I don't always put greetings on straight away because quite often I get asked for a card and I've got everything except the one that they want. So sometimes it's just easier for me to put the greeting on afterwards. Plus I take some to work and I donate them to the animal refuge for, especially around Christmas and that. I've got quite a few to go for Christmas and that. And so I, you know, sort of save them for things like that. Do bereavement ones for pets and, you know, welcoming the new family member, those sorts of things. So yeah. All right. That's as much as I'm going to do with that tonight. Okay. So there's the front of the card. We can open it. There's a place either side there for you to write your message. And then if you just close it and open it in the middle, there is, you can, oh no, you can't really see. You can't sort of open it but not open it, if that makes sense. So that's it when it's open that way, but then you open it in the middle. Can you see what I've done there? So you just open it in the middle and there's that section there. All right, so places to put special stuff. You could even put money in there if you wanted to. You could pop it in under one of these or two of those. Actually, I've got my grandson's birthday coming up soon, so I might make a little boy one and see. Mind you, I'd have to find something with Pikachu on it or something like that. So yeah, that's the card. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me, especially as it was, yeah, it does get baffling, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, let's not go there, hey? Let's not even try and work. It makes you wonder who thinks of them sometimes. It absolutely does. Like, is it someone who's got so much time on? I've never got time to sit and do it. But yeah, I've said to my husband before, you know, think of a design that I can use, because he has in the past. But yeah, alrighty. So you made one of these, Tanya. Pick a nose. Oh, pick a nose. Pikachu. Pikachu. Yeah, he's into Pokemon at the moment. He's turning 8. Yes, he's turning 8. So, all right, let me come back up to the top here. Okay, so that's the card for tonight. I will be going live tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Oh, you've been watching, Mum. You should have actually seen one of these years ago. Surely you can remember us. Mind you, you may not. There we go. How's that? So Cherie, Doreen Bloom on here is my mum. So yeah, I'm surprised you're still awake, Mum. Anyway, that's the card for today. I will be on at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Tuesday, I really don't know. I will probably yeah, she's actually on YouTube as well, ladies. So there you go. Yeah, so I'm not sure Tuesday. Wednesday I'm working and Thursday I'm working. So I'm standing in this week for the senior manager for a couple of days. So yes, I will be working on Wednesday and Thursday, but I will definitely make a time. Yes, Rose. Yeah. It's very easy. It is really easy to make. It looks a lot harder than it is. All right, everybody, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I hope you've all had a great weekend, and I will see you through the week. Thanks, Kerry. See you all later. I'm going to have sausage rolls now. Bye.